Welcome to Terra Tales Explore. Today, we're not just exploring space, we're diving into the very heart of scientific discovery. Science isn't a static list of facts. It's a method, a way of questioning everything. The path to understanding is paved with mistakes. Some of history's greatest minds got things spectacularly wrong. But in science, being wrong isn't failure, it's progress. Today, we're counting down the top 10 times scientists looked up at the cosmos and got it completely, wonderfully wrong. These blunders are more than footnotes, they're monuments to human curiosity. So grab your cosmic popcorn, let's explore the universe's greatest oops moments. Let's start with the classic, the geocentric model. For nearly 2,000 years, the greatest minds believed everything in the universe revolved around Earth. It made sense. After all, we don't feel the Earth moving, and the sun and stars appear to circle us. But the planets didn't behave. Their odd motions forced astronomers to invent epicycles, circles upon circles, to explain the mess. The model grew more complex but less convincing. Then came Copernicus, Kepler and Galileo, who shattered the illusion. They showed we orbit the sun, not the other way around. This wasn't just a correction, it was a revolution. We lost our cosmic center stage, but gained a universe of unimaginable scale. The lesson? The universe doesn't revolve around our perspective. Our first great step in cosmic humility began with admitting we were wrong. The geocentric model fell, and the cosmos opened up. Sometimes the hardest truth is the most liberating. Imagine a universe with no beginning and no end, a cosmos that's always been here. That was the steady-state theory, a serious rival to the Big Bang in the mid-1900s. It claimed the universe looked the same everywhere, at every time, with new matter constantly popping into existence to fill the gaps as it expanded. For a while, it seemed plausible, but then came evidence. Distant quasars showed the universe was different in the past. The knockout blow? The discovery of the cosmic microwave background in 1965. The afterglow of the Big Bang, the steady state couldn't explain it. The universe, it turned out, did have a birthday. Sometimes the evidence rewrites the story. The steady state faded and the Big Bang took center stage. Next up, Mars and its so-called canals. In the late 1800s, astronomers like Schiaparelli and Lowell mapped straight lines on Mars, calling them canals. The word sparked imaginations. Canals meant Martian engineers, a dying world, and a civilization fighting for survival. Science fiction ran wild with the idea. Lowell's detailed maps and theories fueled decades of speculation. But as telescopes improved, the canals vanished. Robotic probes in the 1960s revealed a barren, cratered desert. No canals, no cities, no Martians. The canals were optical illusions, our brains connecting dots that weren't there. The Martian civilization was a reflection of our own hopes and dreams. Sometimes we see what we want to see. Mars remains mysterious, but its canals are a monument to human imagination. The real lesson? Be careful what you wish to find. Mars had fooled us all. Before we sent probes, Venus was imagined as Earth's steamy twin, a world of jungles and endless rain. Scientists thought its thick clouds were water vapor, hiding a tropical paradise below. Science fiction painted Venus as a prehistoric swamp, teeming with life. But when probes finally arrived, the truth was shocking. The clouds were sulfuric acid, the pressure was crushing, and the temperature could melt lead. Venus was a toxic inferno, not a lush paradise. The dream of a swampy Venus evaporated in the face of brutal reality. Similar planets can have wildly different fates. Venus became a cautionary tale, not a twin. For over 2,000 years, people believed the heavens were perfect and unchanging. The stars and planets made of ether were thought to be eternal, unlike our imperfect Earth. Any change in the sky was dismissed as an illusion or an atmospheric trick. Then in 1572, Tycho Brahe observed a new star, a supernova, proving the heavens could change. He later showed comets moved through the supposedly solid celestial spheres. Galileo's telescope revealed mountains on the moon and spots on the sun. Imperfections everywhere. The ancient idea of a flawless cosmos crumbled. The universe was dynamic, evolving, and far more interesting than anyone imagined. Sometimes seeing is believing and changing your mind. In the 1800s, Mercury's orbit didn't match Newton's predictions. The solution? A hidden planet, Vulcan, closer to the Sun. Astronomers searched for decades, reporting fleeting sightings, but Vulcan never materialized. The real answer came from Einstein's general relativity. The Sun's gravity warped space-time, explaining Mercury's odd orbit. No extra planet needed. Vulcan vanished, not from the sky, but from science. Sometimes the answer isn't a new discovery, but a new way of thinking. The ghost planet was exercised by deeper understanding. Even the best theories can lead us astray. Vulcan's story is a reminder. Not every mystery needs a missing piece. Sometimes the laws themselves must change, and when they do, the universe makes sense again. How old is the universe? Today we know about 13.8 billion years, but for decades scientists got it wildly wrong. Early 20th century astronomers, using flawed distance measurements, calculated the universe was only 2 billion years old, less than the age of Earth's rocks. The problem? They misjudged the brightness of certain stars, throwing off the cosmic scale. As techniques improved, the estimated age crept upward: 4 billion, 7 billion, 10 billion. The debate raged for decades. Only with space telescopes and better data did we finally resolve the paradox. The universe is older than its rocks after all. Sometimes the hardest part is measuring what seems obvious. Precision matters, even for the age of everything. Black holes, once dismissed as mathematical oddities, are now cosmic celebrities. For decades, even Einstein doubted they could exist. The idea of a star collapsing into a point of infinite density seemed absurd. But evidence mounted quasars, pulsars, and the work of physicists like Chandrasekhar and Hawking. By the 1960s, black holes were accepted as real, not just theoretical. The universe, it turns out, is stranger than we imagined. Sometimes the weirdest predictions are true. Black holes went from fantasy to fact. Mapping the Milky Way from inside it is like trying to draw a city while stuck in a basement. Early astronomers like William Herschel thought the Sun was at the galaxy's center. They didn't know interstellar dust was blocking their view. The real breakthrough came when Harlow Shapley studied globular clusters. He found they clustered towards Sagittarius, revealing the true galactic center, far from the Sun. Our central position was an illusion. We're out in the galactic suburbs, not at the heart of the action. The Milky Way's true shape, spiral arms, central bar, emerged only recently. Once again, we learned we're not the center of the story. The universe keeps humbling us. For centuries, many believed the moon was inhabited. Early telescopes revealed mountains and seas, fueling dreams of lunarians and alien forests. Even respected astronomers like William Herschel speculated about life on the moon. The 1835 Great Moon Hoax convinced the public of bat people and lunar cities. But as telescopes improved, the truth became clear. The moon was airless, waterless, and silent. The final proof came in 1969, when Apollo astronauts found only dust and craters. The dream of lunarians faded, replaced by the reality of a barren world. Our hopes for neighbors were dashed by evidence. Sometimes the universe is lonelier than we wish. But the search for life continues, just not on the moon. Science moves on, one footprint at a time. There you have it, 10 cosmic blunders that shaped our understanding of the universe. These weren't failures, but stepping stones. Each mistake brought us closer to the truth. Science is a journey of curiosity, imagination, and the courage to admit when we're wrong. The questions we ask today will lead to new errors and new discoveries. That's how we learn and how we move forward. Thanks for joining us on Terra Tales Explore. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and share your favorite scientific blunder in the comments. Until next time, keep looking up.